Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Just a bit of a quick one today. So many of you that are following my journey or who know me personally will know that I suffer from PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Now there's many side effects of having PCOS/PCOD, but for me one of the main points of concern is that it affects my fertility. Whilst it affects my fertility, it doesn't mean that I can't have children. It just means that I have to try harder, and I have to try to find various different inroads to achieving that dream of conception en route to motherhood. So basically, as I say, I'm always looking for something to help. I'll try anything as long as it's legal. If it works, wonderful. If it doesn't work, I just do it for the time I'm supposed to do it. If it doesn't work, we'll move on. So I've decided that I am going to try acupuncture. Actually guys, before I get into the story, massive shout out to Jo Gordon, because she put me onto this link of this acupuncturist. The clinic is called the Yakushi Centre, based in Long Eaton. So massive thank you and massive shout out to Jo. I'm this person, those that know me know, I have a very low pain threshold. Now when you're talking about putting needles in me, I'm like, fam, I don't think so, because that's pain. I'm just going to be totally honest with you. I booked an appointment probably 2 weeks ago to attend the Yakushi Centre for a consultation when Jo referred them to me, and literally up until the day before I got the reminder that it was the next day, and I tried to cancel it because I was so fearful. Like acupuncture, I remember seeing films, I can't remember what film it was that I saw, and a guy was in a clinic and he was getting acupuncture in his back, and then the candles caught on fire, and then he couldn't reach the buzzer to call anybody, and then he fell on his back, and then the rest is history. You can imagine what happened if he was having acupuncture in his back. And I know it's a film, but I don't like pain, and so anything that's going to cause me pain in any which way or form, I try to avoid it. When I actually met Richard, the lovely professional acupuncturist that I met at the Yakushi Centre, you know, when I said to him that I've got a low pain threshold, I don't like pain, he was like, and you want to have a baby? Yes, I do. I'll take that pain all day, every day, because it's helped me to achieve my dream of becoming a mother. So I went to the session and I went in. Me and my husband went, he stayed in the car whilst I went in there. Obviously we're in COVID time, so unless you need to be in there, you can't go in. And I filled out a form as it was my first time attending, and then the lovely proprietor Richard took me into the clinic's room and we went through everything on the form, and we spoke about my aspirations, my dreams, everything I've been through to date, how I'm managing stress, because this whole thing makes me so stressed out. I have such a busy, stressful life at work. I have a busy, stressful life at church. I have a busy, stressful private life, moreover, because I've got businesses on the side that I'm running. I've got my YouTube channel that I'm running, so I have a lot going on, and you know, when it comes to stress messes with your hormones, and then things don't work the way that they should. Now over the past year I've spoken about, you know, losing 7+ stone, still going, and a lot of the dysfunctionality has come back into line, so my cycles are back in line. I know how long my cycles last, I know when they're coming and where they're going. I use apps to help me monitor them. I spoke about the mirror analyzer recently that I use to monitor and to help me predict my most fertile time, as in when I'm supposed to be ovulating. The point of contention for me right about now, or concern, is the fact that I feel as if I'm not ovulating. I don't know. Now with PCOS, it's one of those things where you most probably won't ovulate every single month. So I'm only using the mirror for the first month and I'm expecting it to be working miracles for me. That's my problem. I need to calm it down a bit, because I want it to happen. I want it to happen now, because I've been trying for this thing for so long. So I have to give things time to kind of bed in and work for me. Now, without deviating any further, I went through the consultation with the lovely Richard at the Yakushi Centre, and after that he saw how nervous I was and how stressed I was and how unsure I was about acupuncture, and I told him, you know, I didn't hide anything. I was upfront and on centre. You know, I don't like pain, I'm not too sure about it. I was referred, and I've heard it's worked for other people to help them conceive, but I don't know. So to try and allay my fears and also make me feel comfortable around him, because obviously my first instinct was like, oh my gosh, it's a man. How is this going to work? But he allayed my fears. He was such a gentleman. It's so professional, so kind, so funny, and he really did allay my fears. He did me a trial session, and let me tell you, he put 10 needles in me. And to this day, I can tell you that I never felt not one of them go in. I think when he was taking them out, that was the only reason that I knew that they'd been inserted into me, because he was making sure they were clanging on the bowl. And every time one clanged, I'd be counting. There were 10 needles in me. I didn't feel them go in. All I felt was a tap from the carrier, which puts them in, and that was it. So fear number one was allayed, because, you know, there's no pain. And then fear number two of it being a man, he is such a lovely person, so easy to talk to. He knows his stuff, is very knowledgeable, and being able to talk to somebody who kind of understands where you're coming from. And I know he's a man, you might be thinking, how does he understand? He does. Honestly, he's so knowledgeable about what's going on out there, about the medical field and how things affect other things. And, you know, obviously he's knowledgeable in his own field. And I just felt so safe and so calm, you know, in his presence. And I was just so excited. When I came out, I was just so excited to like book my further sessions to kind of get back in there and try this and, you know, be ongoing with this treatment. So that first initial consultation really has set me up for the future, knowing that, you know what, acupuncture isn't that bad. And also, I'm looking forward to going back each time to have my treatment. And I'm praying, you know, everything I try, I always say that I'm trying to be positive, and I'm praying that something's going to work for me. And, you know, it's really hard. Try not to get emotional. It's really, really hard when, as I said, I think I said it in another video before, maybe the mirror one, that there's so many things in life that you can control. You can physically do something to make it happen. But when it comes to like conceiving, it's one of those things that you can't really put your hand into it. You can do everything you can. So I'm doing everything that I can. I'm taking all supplements. I'm doing like a fertility massage every single night with essential oils for fertility and PCOS. I'm now starting acupuncture. I'm doing as much as I can. And all you can do is do what you can. And then everything else, there's nothing that you can do. You have to work with your body to make it happen. And more than anything, as I said to you, I've got so much stress going on in my life that the acupuncture really helped me. That little taster session helped me relax, helped me just like be at one with myself, helped me just be calm. And if it's for that alone, because as I've said to you, any disruption in your moods or whatever, your stress levels will interact and negatively impact your hormones. And right about now, I think I've come such a long way with everything, to be able to get my cycles back on track, that I really need to get my stress levels down so that my hormones are kind of level. And I know that the stress that I go through every single day is a contributor to me still not being in the place where I need to be hormonally. But, you know, as I say, everything that I'm trying, everything will work together, and hopefully them all working together will get me to the place and the point that I need to be. Now, you may be saying, well, how can acupuncture help you with conceiving? Now, from the research that I've done, acupuncture is going to be that kind of catalyst to help my hormones kind of balance out. You know, I don't want to say attacking, but ministering to the pressure points for fertility and reproduction. It will hopefully, God willing, help my hormones level out and help my endocrine system to, you know, get me to the place I need to be, to boost my fertility, and hopefully get me ovulating to the point where we can get some good news. I'm absolutely buzzing. I can't wait to go back for my sessions. I'm going to be emailing Richard to get my next sessions all set up with him. I'm so excited. And yeah, again, massive shout out and massive thanks to Jo Gordon, because without you, my dear, I would not have met Richard. I would not have even attempted to try acupuncture, and I'm really grateful that you kind of put me onto this. So thank you so very much. I really appreciate you. So as I continue to go for sessions of acupuncture month on month, I will give you an update. So probably in the next 2 to 3 months, I'll come back and I'll give you an update as to what's happening and if anything's changed and how I feel following the numerous sessions of acupuncture that I'm taking. And yeah, all I'm saying to you is, you know, there's so many different routes out there. Literally, there's so many different avenues that you can go down. And I've said it before, I will forever say, I will continue to use whatever resources are available to me to try my very best to do everything that I can to get on the journey that I've been longing to be on for so long. And that's it. As long as it's legal, I'm there. I'm up front and centre. I will give you my money because I am trying to get onto a road where it has been hard to break into. And that's genuinely because of my makeup, genuinely because I suffer from a horrible, disgraceful, disgusting, distasteful disease that I hate with a passion. I don't like to use the word hate, but I hate this thing with a passion. I detest it. If I could snap my fingers and it's gone, I would. But it's one of those things that when you have it, you have it. You can never get rid of it, but you have to learn to manage it and live with it. And every single day is still a learning curve. Every single day I'm still trying to manage this PCOS. Every single day I'm still trying to look at different inroads to help me in different ways. And whilst I've conquered quite a few of them and I've managed to research and understand what I need to do, the one around fertility has been the hardest one. And I'm still believing, I'm still praying, I'm still hanging on to hope that, you know, we will get a breakthrough and I will be able to come back and tell you some amazing news. You know, everything works together for good. And, you know, right about now, I'm just really looking forward to the future. And I'm really excited to like get on the full course of acupuncture, which is going to help my reproductive system and, you know, acupuncture for fertility in general. So thanks for tuning in, and don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go down to the bottom of this video right now and click that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like, to share, and to also comment. If you've got any questions about the acupuncture or my PCOS journey, my fertility journey, just drop them in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. So guys, thanks again for tuning in, and I will look forward to talking to you all again very soon. Take care.